Bryant Street Publishing presents Devil's Hand by Vivi Page and Bonnie Kennedy. Read for you by Matthew Holland and Bunny Warren. Chapter 1. Othello. The sounds of my own footfalls echoed off the walls of this old, beat-up parking garage. It was late, and the city was quiet for the most part. I mean, a city the size of Chicago was never really quiet. There was always something going on somewhere. But, relatively speaking, this was near silent. And I hate to resort to cliches, but it may have been too quiet. I had been sent here on the promise that I was going to meet up with an informant who had essential intel to share. Intel that was going to prove that Primo Mancini, high-ranking member of the Maloik crime family, was and had been an informant for the feds. I sure as hell hoped that it wasn't going to be proven true, but I had already braced myself for the news that it would be. All of the troubles the Maloiks had been having lately could be traced back to him potentially. If this was found out for sure, it would be a huge problem. Mancini knew a lot. Too much, probably, about the Maloik's interests, and too much about what they've done to protect those interests. If he gave up all his knowledge, it could potentially take down not only the Maloiks, but perhaps all organized crime in Chicago. The Maloiks ran everything. Every enterprise was connected through them. It wouldn't take much to connect all those dots and make some big arrests and hold some high-profile trials. So this had become the priority for me. And I wasn't sent to be gentle. I was the guy that you didn't want to see when you opened your door. 'Cause if you did, that probably signaled the end of the line for you. Brutal, but fair. That was my motto. Well, often more brutal, but hey, I did what I could. The garage was the meeting place agreed upon with the informant. I didn't know his name, just that he was a man about 5'10", dark hair, and he would be waiting for me at 2 a.m. sharp. It was now 2:10, and I hadn't seen a soul yet. The hairs on the back of my neck were prickling. I didn't like this. Something was up, something bad. I pulled out my gun, keeping it down by my side. It was always possible that this dude would show up out of breath, bitching about a bus or a taxi, sorry for being late. I didn't want to shoot him accidentally. That would be all that I needed. But still, this wasn't right.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?